Hey, welcome to Nectar Wine Blog. This is Josh, and I am back from Virginia at the 2011 Wine Bloggers Conference, and we're going to keep a tradition going here like we did the last 4 days. We're going to drink early in the morning. It seems like we were drinking hundreds of bottles of wine before 9 a.m. So we went to Virginia. Great, amazing wine scene. Overall impressions is the 200 wineries that are in Virginia. Going to be an exciting thing coming up, and if you're planning a trip back east, especially in that neck of the woods, around the Washington, D.C. area and further south, definitely put a trip to some Virginia vineyards on your list. So we have an exciting opportunity today to taste through 3 wines from Breaux Vineyards. They do about 10,000 cases of wine, 400 acres, but 100 of them planted. A lot of different varietals and things that are really growing well in Virginia. So Breaux Vineyards is an amazing event facility. They've got a huge plantation type area, rolling hills, tons of vineyards, one of those places that you just romanticize about when you're drinking wine. And first wine we're going to have is their 2010 Viognier, the signature grape for Virginia. They've actually made the distinction that Virginia is Viognier now. So we'll give this wine a little sip. What I noticed about all the Viogniers we had over in Virginia is that strong tropical aromatic came through. Really loving what was happening out there for Virginia Viognier. So in the mouth, this Viognier is very traditional, what I would love to see. Not quite as thick as some of the Washington Viogniers that you get, where they're just a real full Chardonnay type feel in your mouth. A little bit thinner, but tons of great overall acidity, which is rooted in a long, hot, dry growing season. Hot growing season. It's definitely not dry a lot of times in Virginia. So we'll move on to the next one. The second wine we're going to have from Breaux Vineyards is their 2002 Reserve Merlot. And another grape that's growing really well in a lot of areas on the East Coast, Virginia, up in Finger Lakes, New York, in the Long Island area. So Merlot harvests really early, so you can actually get away with picking it in September, harvest earlier than some of the other grapes. Amazing color on this wine. Being a 2002, starting to see some of those browning characteristics coming through. Let's give it a sip. Love the coffee cherry components in this. Really just jumps out of the glass. So that's a pretty big glass too. Really jumps out of the glass. Let's give it a taste here. Still a lot of structure and character on the back end of this wine. Very surprising. I expected it to be kind of really trailing off on the finish, but it kind of actually is a really good strong tannin, kind of a chalkiness on that back end. Good cocoa flavors, and the cherry fruit is still really predominant on it. All right, the last wine we're having is the 2007 Reserve Cab Franc. The second varietal that really Virginia is starting to become known for. I think the distinction that they have over there is growing seasons vary so much from year to year. You have some real hot, humid summers, and you have some really dry, elevated heat summers like this one. 2010 was one of their better vintages. Some of the previous vintages are back and forth. So I think with any young growing area, you're going to see the variety happening from vintage to vintage. As we're in Washington State, you really have some consistency happening from year to year. So this Cab Franc, let's give it a sip. So one thing that I noticed about this one compared to a lot of the other ones I tasted over the weekend, a lot of the other ones I had were really green bell pepper, seemed a little underripe, like they were picking them just a little too early. This one, with the age being 2007, has a lot more time on oak, a lot more time in the bottle. It's a lot softer than most of the other Cab Francs that we had for Virginia while I was there. It really comes across actually as a lot more elegant in its overall aroma. So let's give it a sip. So for me on this one, it's nothing but tobacco flavors and the dark plum, with a little accented with a little bit of that coffee and cocoa. A lot of great flavor in it. All these wines, phenomenal. A little bit higher price point on the 2002 Reserve, but the Viognier is $24 and the Cab Franc's at the $30 price point. So definitely not your grocery store buy. The challenge is going to be to find it. These are really phenomenal wines. Very impressed. One of the more impressive consistency across the 3 wines that I've seen in Virginia. So for you, if you're going to want it, you're going to have to travel over there or get on their website at breauxvineyards.com to find it out. Life's always meant to be enjoyed with friends. Great guys.
Thank you.